Good grief. After a after a 35-year absence from the big screen, Charlie Brown and the Peanuts gang came back to us, but from Blue Sky Studios. Prepare yourselves as I review the Peanuts movie right now. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Dual, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 2015 computer animated comedy The Peanuts movie, also known in some countries as Snoopy and Charlie Brown, a Peanuts movie, released by 20th Century Fox and produced by Blue Sky Studios. Based on the late great Charles Schulz's comic strip of Peanuts, the fifth full-length Peanuts film and the first in 35 years since Bon Voyage, Charlie Brown Don't Come Back. The film is directed by Steve Martino from a screenplay by Craig and Brian Schulz, Charles Schulz's son and grandson, respectively, and Cornelius Giuliano. The film features the voices of Noah Schnapp as Charlie Brown and via archival recordings, Bill Melendez as Snoopy and Woodstock. In the film, we see Charlie Brown trying to improve his odds with the little red-haired girl, while Snoopy writes a book where he is a World War I flying ace trying to save his fellow pilot and love interest Fifi from the Red Baron and his flying circus. This film would prove to be a bit of a success. It was met with a lot of good reviews and what have you. Anyway, now of course, this was directed by Steve Martino, who recently co-directed another film for Blue Sky, and that was Horn Hears a Who, which I have yet to watch that completely, but I will if I do watch it, I will certainly review that later on down the road. Numerous elements from the comic strip were featured in the film, such as Charlie Brown's skating pond, his house, the wall, and Lucy's psychiatrist booth, and lots of other things. The score was done by Christoph Beck, who's done numerous scores, with contributions from David Benoit and Megan Trainor, who was R.A. Big at the time. So let's say that about covers it. Let's get into this. When the little red-haired girl moves into the neighborhood, Charlie Brown becomes infatuated. Infatuated with her, though worries his long-running streak of failures will prevent her from noticing him. After Lucy tells him he should try being more confident, Charlie Brown decides to embark upon a series of new activities in hope of finding one that will get the little red-haired girl to notice him. Helped by Snoopy and Woodstock, he performs a magic show act in the school's talent show. However, he's forced to drop his act in order to help his kid sister Sally with hers. Charlie Brown then signs up for the school dance and gets Snoopy to teach him. At the dance, Charlie Brown attempts this and attracts praise for his skills, but he slips during his performance. This sets one of his shoes to hit the sprinkler, causing the dance to be cut short and the students to look down upon him once more. Charlie Brown is partnered with the little red-haired girl to write a book report. When she's called away for a week to deal with a family illness, Charlie Brown decides to write the report alone. On the collegiate level novel War and Peace, which of course, for those of you who have seen Happy New Year, Charlie Brown, he had to read that. Anyway, to which he writes a comprehensive report. At the same time, Charlie Brown finds he is the only student to get a perfect score on a standardized test taken earlier that school year. His friends and other students congratulate him as popularity begins to climb. However, when he goes to accept a medal at a school assembly, he learns the test papers were accidentally mixed up, and that Peppermint Patty was actually the one who got the perfect score. Sudden popularity was all for nothing, Charlie Brown reveals the mistake and declines the mail, thus becoming unpopular again. To make matters worse, his book report is accidentally shredded by Linus's model triplane, causing him to admit to the little red-haired girl that he has caused them both to fail the assignment. Meanwhile, Snoopy writes a novel about his World War I flying ace person trying to save Fifi from the Red Baron with help from Woodstock and his friends, using the key events and situations surrounding Charlie Brown as inspiration to develop his story. He acts out his adventure physically, and coming across Charlie Brown again several times along the way, Snoopy in the end manages to defeat the Red Baron by kamikaze and save Fifi. Now for the ending. As always, the procedure stop. Just you got 5 seconds to stop this field. Go to the description box below, fast forward to the time below to avoid the ending spoilers. If you've seen the movie already, please continue once the 5 seconds come to an end. Thank you, and here we go. Sorry, I kind of got a little ahead on that first try, but here we go. Okay, you've been warned. Before leaving school for summer, Charlie Brown is surprised when the little red-haired girl chooses him for a pen pal. Linus convinces Charlie Brown he needs to tell her how he feels about her before she leaves for the summer. Racing to her house, he discovers she is about to leave on a bus for summer camp. He tries to chase the bus, but is prevented from reaching it. Just as he is about to give up, Charlie Brown sees a kite fall from the kite-eating tree. The string becomes entangled around his waist and sails away with him. Amazed to see Charlie Brown flying a kite, his friends follow. Upon reaching the bus, Charlie Brown finally asks the little red-haired girl why she has chosen him, in spite of his failures. And so she explains she admires his selflessness and determination, calling him an honest, caring, and compassionate person. As a result, everyone congratulates Charlie Brown for his efforts, hard work, and for being a true friend. And that's the end, or is it? There's a couple of mid-credit scenes, I mean. In the first one, Lucy tries to convince Charlie Brown to kick the football once more. Charlie's apprehensive, but Lucy tells him that she now understands that he is kind, compassionate, brave, and funny, and that no one would pull a football away from someone with all those qualities. So Charlie convinced, agrees once more, but you guessed it, only for Lucy to pull the football away and adds smugly that she forgot to say that Charlie Brown is gullible. In the second mid-credit scene, Snoopy, Fifi, Woodstock, the Beagle Scouts, and Snoopy's siblings celebrate Snoopy's victory over the Red Baron with root beer. That is until the Red Baron shows up again and knocks Snoopy into the root beer, causing him to shout, "Curse you, Red Baron!" via thought bubble. And finally, that if that wasn't enough, there was a post-credit scene as Linus's model triplane finally sputters to a stop over the pond and falls straight in. End of story for realsies. So, what did I think of the Peanuts movie? I must say it's really good. And I like this just as much as I like the old school Peanuts films that started back in 1969 with a boy named Charlie Brown. The film became the seventh highest grossing animated film of 2015 and was met with positive reviews with praise for the animation, the voice acting, and faithfulness to the source material. Yep, to all the critics, I couldn't have said it better myself. The film would receive nominations for the Annie Awards, the Critics' Choice Awards, and it would be the first Blue Sky Studios film to be nominated for a Golden Globe for Best Animated Film. Unfortunately, it lost to Disney and Pixar's Inside Out. But hey, it's a good film too. Now the film went on to make 246 million worldwide. Now, for the future of this, although it has been described as a success, and while the studio was reportedly interested in making a sequel and turn this into a franchise, they only had the rights to make one. And Schultz's widow, Jean, has indicated that a sequel is not imminent, saying this one took 8 years, so maybe we'll talk again then. which of course Fox, now 20th Century Studios, is under license at Disney. Nevertheless, I really loved the film. It was very good. I love the performances we got from Noah Schnapp as Charlie Brown. He was absolutely really good. And let's see, Hadley Bell Miller voices Lucy, Mariel Sheets voices Sally, Alex Garfin voices Linus, Francesca Angelucci Capaldi voices the little red-haired girl and Frida, Venus Omega Schultes, sorry if I mispronounced that, voices Peppermint Pay, Rebecca Bloom voices Marcy, Merrick Marmar Walker voices Franklin, Noah Johnston voices Schroeder, Anastasia Bradakina voices Patty, Madison Shipman voices Violet, AJ Teese voices Pigpen, Michael Ravelli voices the, well, no-named little kid, and William Alex Wunsch voices Sherman. Now, of course, from archival recordings, we have Bill Melendez's vocal effects for Snoopy and Woodstock. Kristen Chenoweth does the vocal effects for Fifi. And, of course, we hear vocal effects from Miss Althmar, the teacher, and the little red-haired girl's mother via Troy Trombone Shorty Andrews. Of course, Andrews' trombone provided the voice, just like the other adult characters you hear in the Peanuts, especially, you know, wow, 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 wow. I mean, that's one of the things I liked about that. Oh, sorry, I just couldn't help myself. But anyway, I think the Peanuts movie is definitely a really good film from Blue Sky. May that studio rest in peace. I mean, aside from Ice Age or Rio or heck even Robots and Horn Hears a Who, I still say this is a good film they did. So anyway, and it also got a soundtrack released via Epic Records, which of course included Megan Trainor's song, a song from Megan Trainor called "I'm Happy When I'm Dancing," what have you. Yeah. Okay, wait a minute. There, when I'm dancing. Whoops, my mistake. There's also Flow Ride as well on there, and there's even the classics from the late great Vince Guaraldi, including which were popular on the Charlie Brown Christmas album, which were Linus and Lucy, Skating, and Christmas Time is Here. Anyway, now David Benoit contributed to the score by Christoph Beck. Well, he does it just as good job on it as the other. Well, you get the point. So anyway, the Peanuts movie is definitely good. It's got great characters like we all know and love, a great story. It stays real loyal to the comics, the animated specials, and even some of the old Peanuts films. So overall, with everything said, would I recommend the Peanuts movie? The answer is yes. Give this film a try. The film's actually currently on Disney Plus. You can check it out. And if you got on physical media, which I do have it on DVD, then that's one way you can check out. Check out on Blu-ray as well. And well, I think you know the rest. So anyway, what are your thoughts on the Peanuts movie? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And stay tuned for my next Saturday morning TV log on Yogi's Space Race. Thanks for watching, and if you like this, check out these other Peanuts films. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of A Boy Named Charlie Brown. The upper right-hand corner is my review of the last Peanuts film that came out back in 1980, Bon Voyage, Charlie Brown, and Don't Come Back. Or if you would like something different, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my review of DreamWorks' Rise of the Guardians. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.